no longer trapped. Yeah, no longer trapped. Good morning, mofos, pimp hustlers, hoes. You know how this go. Welcome to the show where this shit go down. I'm here to let you know what's cracking in your towns. Providence, motherfucker. Deal with the real, stay away from the suckers. Good daily news, we dispute hood views. Another life taken, he shot out of his shoes. Police brutality, I'm speaking the truth. Why the fuck is you mad at me? Land of corruption. Cop shot me, but that's another discussion. So tune in, you're living while that shit is soon in. Two ways, you can ride in the prison or you can ride in the grave. There's room in both places. Homicide, genocide, black faces. Who's racist? You thought he was your man, he was two-faced it. He got knocked trying to get the whole crew wasted. I got plans, I'm never going back. Was locked up for a long time, but I'm no longer trapped. So roll up and let's go live, spitting these facts. You can hate it or love it, you know where to find me at. 401 Providence, Little Estate on the map. You can visit Lil Rhodey, you might never make it back. One love to my niggas locked down, getting them stacks. On your iPad, your radio, you fucking with trap. Catch me in the AM, blazing something fat. You got za, better than mine, then let's chat. You should know how it go, nigga, no longer trap. If you're feeling this shit, tell Just Chill to bring it back. Spit fire, this is lyrical crack. Where my niggas is at, where my bitches is at, where my grimy, rag the riches is at. Shit ain't the same back in the day, if you snitch you got clapped. Niggas still cool with them, what kind of business is that? Some shit I never understand, so let me finish this track. Rest in peace to the deceased, Sonny and Dennis is back. Give me a few minutes, you can spin this shit back. I'm still in the gym, that's why I'm bending this track. You ain't gotta be a lyricist to be feeling this rap. I got my mind right and my business is stacked. I mind my own business, how niggas get trapped, then niggas get shot, then they lay in a box, then they niggas come back. When they even a score, Lisa Pina posts a young boy ain't breathing no more. Yo, it's a rap. I'm no longer trapped. Yeah, I'm no longer trapped. Let me out now, I'm no longer trapped. Yo, I'm no longer trapped. Let me out, yeah, I'm no longer trapped. Y'all niggas be good. Work.
See how we did just now?
I got what you're saying. I'm on YouTube.
I think it just takes time to connect. The internet.
No, it is good. 3 lions and a lamb. I'm the lamb.
Listen, hold on though. I like to eat lamb though.
He did that.
Let me see that. I hear my phone.
Get back in there.
Let me see this wire. That's it.
Smile, man. Okay.
My phone's right here.
We're live.
No sound. It's live now, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. We should be good.
I have to redo this.
Okay, all right, we got sound now. I can hear it in my headphones. Type it in, we got sound. Can everybody see in the microphone? No, you ain't gotta say, just say something in that one.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, that one's good. All right, we're good.
Yeah, I just text them while we.
All right. No, we're starting a little late, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Fifth First, you know what I'm saying? I want to say good morning to everybody, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to start off, we're going to introduce everybody in the building, but first and foremost, the whole initiative is today is to save John Hope. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody in this room right now, that has that right there in mind. Do we all agree on that?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
That's all agreed on. So you understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna start right here. You understand what I'm saying? You can introduce yourself, and then we're gonna go around the room, and then we're gonna get right into it.
Okay. My name is Rosa Ortiz. What else should I say?
Oh no, you can just say your name, Rosa.
Anastasia Williams.
Michelle Bridges.
Joe Buck.
Joe Buck's in the building. Joe Buck is in the building.
And we're here to save John Hope.
Yes, we are.
Not here to rip each other apart.
No, we're not.
Only with facts.
Only with facts. That's it. And we got Dante.
Inferno.
Let's get it. Teachable Tuesdays, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I want to thank you guys for bearing with me. You understand what I'm saying? A little technical difficulty this morning. I got a lot of energy in the room and it, you know what I'm saying, knocked off the frequencies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But first and foremost, can you tell us what is going on with John Hope? To the people that are not aware.
So there's a lot of mismanagement going on right now at the moment. And basically what we need to do...
No, he said the mic is good.
The mic is good. I can hear it.
So basically, is a lot of things are being ignored for years, and right now we're at a point where it's very crucial. We need it for our people. We need our John Hope, and I also want to make sure that everybody understands that John Hope is the first and only Black recreation center in Rhode Island. That's important. That's something that we really gotta focus on because we need this.
We definitely do.
So just basically the mismanagement, and it comes all from board. Let's keep that out there. It's all board mismanagement, and it's something that's been happening for decades, and that's where we're at right now. We're at a point where we need to be heard and we need to do this for the people.
Now, my next question is, how did it get to this? Where we're gonna lose it?
Well, we got to this because a lot of people tend to ignore. A lot of people tend to put shades. They see something wrong. They act on it just when other people are looking, and then they stop. They stop. They don't continue the work, and not only that, they put a Band-Aid on everything.
A Band-Aid on it.
That's the problem.
And that's the problem. So now the wound got so open we can't put a Band-Aid on it no more. We either sew it up or we just it busts open that's and we correct. Let it explode.
That's correct.
You know what I'm saying? So what? And your own words and. How could you describe what happened there?
I honestly think, again, is a board mismanagement and people of being selfish. People are thinking more about themselves, their pockets, than the community and the people and the kids and the youth. That's exactly what's going on. What's going on is that people get money hungry. Money hungry. And when it comes to money hungry, again, it's not money hungry for an organization, it's money hungry for themselves. From themselves. And that's not what the nonprofit world is. And
was there proof of anybody stealing any money out of this pot that was supposed to be taken out of? Because we read some. I don't know where you got that information from, but we read some where there was accusations and everything. So I don't know where the money went, and so how did the place go down? Well, let's get to that, and then I'm gonna let Miss Anastasia talk because she was a part of that before that regime before you. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So that debacle happened before you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was at John Hope during that time as well.
So you remember her at John Hope?
I remember Hope.
Okay. Now, because when we had talked, you said that you didn't know her.
No, because the name was Sherry that was given.
Oh, okay. Yes,
so,
you was right. You
so
was
I was
right.
like, I don't even know.
All right. So you know exactly what she's talking about. So can you elaborate on it?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for at least stepping up, both of you, Michelle and Rosa. This is not about putting faults, but making a correction and making change.
Yes.
That's my opinion.
Yep.
Okay. John Hope has definitely, out of the words of Rosa, been mismanaged.
Yes.
And it goes back from Peter Lee, because Peter Lee was the one that was appointed by the board back before 2000 or something. I don't remember the day, exactly the date when he was hired.
Is that correct?
It goes further than that though, Peter Lee. Just to say it goes before Peter Lee.
Oh.
The whole money thing, if you really want to keep it 100.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So I'm talking about Peter Lee's time, because that's when I came in and was playing a pitiable role with regards to bringing resources in there, because at that time Peter Lee had utilized funds from the state, from the
Now
city.
Peter Lee was the director?
He was the director appointed by a previous director, which was Tom Whitten. Tom Whitten recommended, the board followed suit and hired. Peter Lee was an employee at John Hope, like a social worker. The qualification to be an executive director of a nonprofit that size, people were saying he was not qualified for it. But many people feel and believe that because it's a black organization it needed to be run. The head needed to be black. So therefore, the previous individual that was hired was Mr. Dukes. Mr. Witten had presented that this man may have had the.
So was they stealing from that? Yeah, because I hear a lot of names. Was they? What was going on with the money?
Well, Rosa said to be 100. The stealing began before that. Now,
She didn't say stealing. She said
No.
mismanagement.
Yeah, all right, yes, that's definitely, yeah, I should have definitely changed that word into why.
You should have let them actually, whatever she was starting, you should have let her finish what she was starting. Because the thing is, like, when you say is some money was taken or whatever, she's trying to build and show you what actually happened and where things started declining.
Oh.
That's the story that she was doing. That's why I said we shouldn't stop her.
Continue.
So basically, the point is, if we go look back into 2010, let's go that deep, right? 2010, and again, remember, it's a non-profit and it's ran by the board. So every move that is done by board. Board makes the last decisions. So a lot of the things were basically where the mismanagement went is they kept getting things done for them, but they were not paying bills. That's big. They kept getting grants in, big grants in, and still not being used to pay the bills. So everybody that did their work, such as, let's say, roofing,
They all sued.
they're all sued. Yes, and you can look all this up. All of these things that we're talking about are facts.
And when they sued, was they awarded money?
Some of them did, and some of them were still open. Because, again, nobody kept approaching.
So right now, John Hope's in the red.
Yeah, they are. But the funny thing is, John Hope still have money right now. And the sad part is that they have CDs.
Could you
Yes.
just step in when you made mention that they weren't paying the bills? If you can elaborate a little bit more on what faction, because hearing they weren't or they aren't paying bills, is it now or is it before or seeing that you said let's get 100. Going back from before Peter Lee.
Was they paying bills in the pack? Right, yes. Or now are they not paying bills? Was they paying bills back then, or they wasn't paying bills now? What?
So that when I say mismanagement, that's where it comes from. It started then. What that means is there's a lot of people that use John Hope for many of their advantages, right? Mm-hmm. Right? And then as they were using it for their advantages, they kept putting bills on John Hope. Certain people were using certain type of staffing that had nothing to do for what they were doing, but they were getting the staff paid to do this.
I mean, the names are being thrown out, so we can use names.
Okay, so again, the point is that people
she's a tiger.
People were using John Hope more as a place to put their name out there, and that's why it's disgusting to me, right? Again, we have people, no offense, Anastasia. If we look up, there's a lot of different records on this, and point blank is, as we say, you was running for politician at that time. You were using John Hope. I'm talking just what we know, right? You were using John Hope to do one. You were getting your flyers done. You were getting distribution done. You were using their staff for your own events. I'm going based on the facts that we have.
You have proof that she was paying out of that's what.
Now you gotta use the word she using. See, that's why I said let her paint the picture, because it's their story.
Yeah,
that's why I said they have to tell their story. We don't know the story. I'm a spectator too. I'm listening to the story.
Yeah.
So we gotta let them say their story, because she's writing down what she's saying. So that honestly, we just sitting back. We're referees because we don't know. We wasn't there.
I know, but she's saying something that I want to know the answer to. Why am I gonna wait until why am I gonna let her go all the way down so I can forget
she has to. You write it down. Get a piece of paper. Right, put it in your phone.
Personally, I don't believe that Anastasia was using John Hope for political purposes. I don't believe that. I don't believe that she was running off materials for her campaign on John Hope's stuff.
Again, hold up.
And the only reason why I said that because I was involved in all this myself.
And this is the reason why I said I would like to be in person to face and respond to the accusers, because of the fact all that Rosa has presented She says she has facts to that. It would be great because I would want to know the facts to that because first and foremost, I was already elected and I have access to staff to do my work. So I would never and have never used John Hope for any of that stuff because I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Period. But
all right, so she's saying that. Hold up, she's saying that there's proof of that.
That's
the
point.
But that's what I'm saying. So I am requesting the proof of that.
All right, so I'm gonna let her finish. I'm gonna let her finish.
So another thing that we gotta make sure that we understand is who was involved in these things as the ED. Again, so you got a politician who's the director of the board of John Hope, and then this point is being a director under the bylaws. You should know the bylaws, right? So a lot of the things that was being done then was not part of the bylaws. And again, I don't know if a lot of people understand, but nonprofits need to be ran by the bylaws. And I'm bringing that up now because this is where we at 2024.
Yeah, but the past board been doing the same thing. We're trying to get this history out here that it was the past board that the problems was happening.
Hold on, time out. The thing is, it's like it sounds like people's just being attacked. It's like nobody's on defense or offense. The point is they wanted to tell a story.
Yeah.
If they don't tell a story, we can't hear the story, and it's just like mudslinging.
This right here shouldn't have happened. Mm-hmm. That was my point.
Like I said,
we should have been here to speak about John Hope, the things that we had and that are important to us, and they could have come and then spoke upon what we spoke about today. This is going to go nowhere.
And I was gonna go somewhere because that's why it's called structure. This is Teachable Tuesday.
Yes.
This is not yelling at people. Tuesday.
No, but
we're gonna get to a debate. Somebody mismanaged money and somebody didn't.
So
all right, we're gonna get to the bottom of that today.
Let her build the house. So when she get the house and she open the door, then she can welcome everybody in.
So back to the point. The point is that we have EDs that have been there, that have actually, there's letters there that have been written to the board about the money and the money situation, how they felt it was being mismanaged. Again, I'm blaming everything back on the board. That's just the facts. The facts is the board. Till this day is the board. And if we all do the math and we all do the researches, some of the members that were then in the board are still on the board now. So that's why I said that we still mismanaging now.
Who controls the board?
Who controls the board? See, that's the problem we're having now, and I can get deeper into that.
That's where we need to go. Who controls
so we got
the board? Who controls the board?
The problem is that now it seems like the whole Rhode Island is scared because now nobody wants to control the board. So now the mayor's office don't want to help when it comes to the board.
Okay.
Even though Tavares, how long ago? 2014, he was able to get the board of ProCap out. So there is a way and there's a will, only if you go do it. But right now there's so many dirty things going on that people don't want to touch it. You get what I'm saying? Right. So they let it get this far, and now basically we have reached out to the mayor's office, city council, and we have presented proof when it comes to the bylaws. Because again, financials, a lot of people are saying, well, they're in good standings right now. Yeah, they're in good standings, but how are they in good standings? They're in good standings because they did a 990. We all know what a 990 is, right? Yeah, the last 990 they did was 2022. Yes, that's in good standing. We're until 2024. They got 3 years to file the next one. Fine. But that's what makes them in good standing. But nobody's asking, let's see the breakdown of the finances.
So now, why is it important to see the breakdown of the finances?
So that's where you see how the money is made.
Okay.
Yes.
And where the money has gone. Currently, John Hope, they just fixed their roof. You know why they fixed their roof?
Say the beginning of part of that part before we get there.
Which part?
So before Michelle touches on that, let's make sure that we understand that what we're touching right here was touched in 2010 and 2024. 2014, I mean. So basically, such as the roof, the vans, staffing, all of these same issues that we're about to bring up from 2024 were brought up 2010, were brought up in 2014. So that's why I say mismanagement.
2019.
Exactly.
So basically they're bringing it brought up and everybody's just wiping it out the window.
Yes.
Every year, 6 years go by, they bring it up again,
Yes.
bring it up again, and bring it up again, and they bring it up again.
They're receiving funding. $5 million we seen every year. What, from 2010?
Yeah, they got millions. They got millions, and then the assets, right? So if we go back to 2014, they received $5 million, and then by the end of the year, they had 3 point something left. Then you got the next following year, they have 2 point something left. So throughout the year, they're building this money, right? And they still get funded, but yet none of
Man, somebody's stealing.
Hold on. Let him go. Hold on. it's like if somebody that has power seen this, you want them to see we got control instead of we all over the place. She's bringing a great case. They're saying their case. They worked there. I didn't work there. You didn't work there. So we don't know what happened.
I know somebody's stealing.
I don't know. Even Anna just said, ask where the money is. But again, I'm letting them build up their stuff.
All right.
So back to the basics. So till this day, 2024, we're bringing it 10 years later. Same issues are there. Band problems, AC problems, molding. We have staff. One of the biggest ones that I have a big issue about is they hiring staff and there's no background checks. But you're working with kids. Whoa, I'm
the hire ED that is under investigation for.
And it goes from back.
What?
Hold on, just keep going. Go.
And it goes from back then again, hiring people. See, the sad part is if you really go into John Hope, it seems like they keep hiring people who have embezzled money.
Who's in charge of hiring?
So it's supposed to be the board. Well, the board hires the ED.
Who's the board?
The board right now?
Who's the board? We need to know who the board is.
Well, the board, I mean, right now they got so many different ones. Every week they've changed, right?
What's the names they're asking?
Well,
No, I'm not asking for no names.
Okay.
I'm saying who's the board because it's the weekend.
Give the names.
We have
Give the names.
Hell yeah.
So,
All right.
I mean,
you
we
need to be
can.
here. You need to be here.
Ah.
Thank
So, we have, like, example, I'll give two big names that are always on the board, and they are the ones making the calls right now. We have Asada,
T-Gray.
yeah, and then we have Robin Evans. And then again, if we look these names up, especially Robin Evans, he has counts under him, right? For things that if they're not human stuff that.
Who's Robin Evans?
He's a part of the board. They're the ones making
Who put
moves
him
right
on the
now.
board?
We gotta find out because
You said they got things on them. Like what?
well, Rob Evans used to run. Rob Evans supposedly had license to be a funeral director, all of the above at this time, right? 2014 to go back. If you guys look this up, you go look it up online and it's there. And he was claiming that he had a license to work in a funeral home, all of the above. There was a major case that I think we all could look into is one of the bodies that, so they found bodies at this funeral home that were not accounted for. 9 bodies and some cremations. And the point is that they were collecting money but not doing what they were supposed to do at the funeral home. That's major. So if you have a person that is already doing that on the outside, imagine when we bring them inside to a nonprofit. When nonprofits usually a lot of the times are not being watched the right way because a lot of people tend to get, what is it called?
Trap, do you understand nonprofit?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Exactly. So right now, so that's why I say I bring these names up because these are the names that are making power moves now, right? And again, these are the same people that have been here for these decades. Mm-hmm. So that's when I say mismanagement, that's where it comes from, the board. Because the board sees everything. So again, another thing is, when it comes to bylaws, and I really would like people to understand what bylaws are, look them up so you can understand. Everything that is ran from a nonprofit organization comes from their bylaws. That's the rules they gotta stand by. John Hope has not been standing on a lot of them. And I say that because we have dissected the bylaws for today, for 2024. We're talking about, let's talk about now, right? So again, when I say mismanagement for years is the fact that we've been having the same board members there that are still there. And because the money already was mismanaged in the sense, when I say mismanages, things, they were getting these grants and money to fix roof, right? Let's give an example. Fix roof, fix the molding and all that. Well, why in 2024, 10 years later, it's still not being done?
And I agree with that.
There's still no heating system.
There's still
no air conditioner. The windows are leaking. They have to put buckets out to catch the water. There's no programs in John Hope at all. We have a daycare and right now a summer camp. Other than that, there's no programs. And so they bring in people to pretend that there's programs going on when all actuality they're letting them come in a gym, have their own thing going, and it has nothing to do with the community. And like Rosa said, since 2010, we've had people turn over, ignore John Hope, use the facility, do not want to produce the finance part to show where the money has been going. Again, Miss Williams has been in that building. She's been a part of this. She's know what has been going on. We've reached out to everybody in the city, including Miss Anastasia knows what's been going on since she stepped into John Hope. and she has not done anything to make a change in John Hope. And that's why when
That was her turn.
that's why, hold on, that's why when things are being said, her name always comes up, because she did come in John Hope and tell us and promise us that there would be a change in John Hope. And there was not. Still back to now 2024. We reached out to all these politicians. Nobody has come in to give us a hand to assist us to get these folks out of John Hope. Vanessa Daly came in with Miss Anastasia. She's still there. She's the bookkeeper. Why? She's the ED. Not supposed to be. Conflict of interest. She's the HR. There's no HR.
It's true.
This is like a corrupt. No. Hold on. This is like a corrupt system in there. I ain't no way. I don't care about no political way. I don't care about that shit. What I'm saying is, right now, what these people are saying right now seems like prison to me. Like how they do it in jail, man. How they doing it corrupt. People's in certain position. They got their friends in position. They put people in position. And I don't. The other way around it. I'm telling you how I'm seeing it right now. You understand what I'm saying? How you're saying it? Talk about let them. I can't no more.
Keep going, girl.
No, because after she finished, okay,
These niggas, this is crazy.
They face to this right now.
No, it's already your face.
I know. The face is in front of us.
No, yeah, the face is
So she got to defend herself. If they saying she did something, she got to be able to defend what they say she did.
That's a fact. But
the things that are being said about her is public knowledge. It's not something that we're making up. Back then, they investigated her on quote-unquote maybe embezzlement, but mismanagement also in John Hope. I'm going to tell you a story. You know why I have an issue with Miss Anastasia? Because when they was trying to remove the board and trying to get Peter Lee out, her and her people attacked me verbally at my desk. I'm visually impaired. My kidneys was failing. I was told that I had to use a message pad that I was not able to see. I had my own to write messages. I was not allowed to use that because of Miss Anastasia and her staff. She didn't tell me that, but one of the persons that she brought in told me that. They also were stating to the board that I was answering the phone like it was my house phone. Oh, I was mistreated. Kevin Jackson came in. I was at the top of the list. I was told by Kevin Jackson that Miss Anastasia gave him a list of people and I was on top to get rid of. I asked him to lay me off. The next day, he was fired. So she does play a part in John Hope and the mismanagement along with people after her. In 2019, Robin Evans was charged. These things people don't speak about. He has harassed young women in John Hope. These things people don't speak about.
Who has harassed him, Peter?
Mr. Evans. Robin Evans.
No, he's in the coffins and shit. Why the hell is he inquired inside with kids in John Hope? That's what I need to know. What business does selling coffins and that shit got to do with John Hope?
He was brought in.
By who? Yeah.
The board.
Okay, back to the question. Well, hold on before y'all spit. Anna, let me answer something. Anna, this is a broadcast that I just sent out to everybody, a whole bunch of people. So now the fact of the matter, yes, it is Trap show. Trap had me here for a reason.
Right.
No, she said something. He had me here for a reason. One of the things is Teachable Tuesdays was a day that me and him came up with when he brought me on his platform. Somebody asked me, could I come on and talk about something?
Yo, you don't gotta explain that. You don't gotta explain. We're wasting too much time on you. You don't gotta explain that, bro. You don't gotta.
I'm gonna tell you why. No, if there's somebody that you're trying to get help, if she can't help, then you want somebody watching this to see. Well, if she can't help them, then let's help them. Yeah, that's why I say they gotta be done in order and fashion.
All right. But we're wasting too much time on that. We ain't got. That's her opinion. That ain't got nothing to do with what we doing right here. All right.
And so the frustration comes from trickling down all of the people. The mayor before this mayor, Miss Anastasia, the politicians that's around Miss Anastasia, nobody has the interest in John Hope. Because if they did, John Hope is about to be shut down. Miss Joanne's last day was on Friday. And so where is our licensed person for that daycare? Probably nobody.
I got a question because you said something about $5 million. Where did that go?
That's what we're
That's
trying to
what we're
find out.
trying.
In the sense, and when I say that is the $5 million was in their account, right? So once they did that 990, by the end of the year, the asset was $3 million left, right? But if you notice, if you go down,
What year?
2014. Yeah. So sorry. So from 2014, the 990s always showed that there was still millions in the accounts, right? So where are those millions going to is the question to today, because these millions were set to fix these
And
things.
the board is in charge of that.
Yes.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm on it. I just we gotta find out who the board is.
Yeah. And now they're not able to get funding from these certain organizations that was giving them money because they won't show their financials. And they won't show their financials because, like it's been said, nobody knows where the money is at. They do not want to show the why. Why do they not want to show their financials?
All right, they don't want to show their financials because somebody's going to jail.
Absolutely.
So stop. I don't fuck all this
That's
political.
what he said.
Or I'm gonna tell you this right now. Somebody's going to go to jail if the books is shown. There's $2 million missing, and that $2 million just can't blow out the window.
Let's get it clear. They got $3 million for COVID. That was just recently.
Yeah, somebody.
So how come they haven't fixed none of the above, right?
Yeah.
So it's more than $2 million.
So what I'm trying to say is right now is, all right, when that money was allocated to John Hope, the vans was messed up from what the roof was messed up, everything in the so where did my money? So I'm just saying, I just want to know this as I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm just saying you have to show with that much money, you got to show it went that way. Am I right, Anastasia? Because you was in charge of that money, so you had to.
No.
Who was in charge of the money? We gotta let her talk. Yes, we gotta let her talk. Yes.
Thank you. First and foremost, let me just go back to some of the stuff that has been said, right? It's about saving John Hope. Peter Lee. I came in Peter Lee. That was 2013, December of 2013. And the reason why is because at the end of the legislative fiscal year, I had some extra money. I don't believe in giving back money, like, letting it stay in the till. Use it.
You allocated it.
Use it or you lose it.
What did you allocate it to?
So I sent it to John Hope. I had stopped sending any allocations to John Hope. Now, this is 2013. I have been elected since 1992. So I had been providing John Hope with dollars every year until.
Now let me stop you for 1 second.
Sure.
So basically, you was allocating the money. Who was you giving the money to?
To the executive director.
Who?
Peter Lee.
It goes to the
No, it does not. It goes to the finance director. At that time, it was it's a Cape Verdean guy. Ishmael. Mm-hmm. He was before that. It was Catherine Brown.
Is this accurate?
That is.
All right.
And
This
then
accurate.
it was going to Ishmael.
Okay.
It would go. That's when any of the allocation, any resources would go to him, so that he would put
Are
it in the
those
book.
people the board?
No, these are
Okay.
employees.
But let's also make sure that we understand that when giving money, you should always ask for finances.
Absolutely.
My question was.
One at a time. Would you say your question?
My question was, you said you were allocating money to John Hope throughout the whole time. Was you getting any finances?
No, this is the first and foremost. When you allocate, people need to understand the real nonprofit world and how it works. Okay.
Hold on. When you say allocate, do you mean was you paying yourself too?
No. When
Oh.
you're giving.
All right.
When you're awarding.
Okay.
So,
All right.
You awarded. The agencies have a responsibility to provide documentation back to where the money is coming from.
Yes.
So those documentation go directly to the state. It doesn't ask how much money you have in your till. You're responsible to responding to what you got and where you got it from. So by me allocating, it came with paperwork. They in turn filled the paperwork and sent it in. When I was informed that there was malice occurring at John Hope, I stopped providing resources.
You knew that they were stealing,
No,
so
I-
you said no, malice shit, bro. Fuck that, what you talking about, man? I'm talking. This is no longer chat podcast, nigga. Now I'm telling you, she can say the. I'm talking about what I'm saying. What I'm saying, this is how it looks. You look. This how. If I'm looking at the books and I don't want to get in trouble and get jammed up in this shit, right? I'm going. Oh, you're stealing. Just hey, I'm out of here, and I'm going. And that's what I'm doing. But that's what that looks like right there. Am I bugging?
No.
All right.
I think you are.
All right. That's what I'm saying. Tell me how I'm bugging. That's all.
So, because when they responded with the paperwork to the state, they answered all the questions, right?
Yeah.
When I was informed that, look, there's malice going on, I stopped allocating funds.
Yes, that's
And
like I said.
I stopped. And it happened for years.
And
I stopped.
Whoever took your spot, it still kept going.
And never allocate.
She wasn't there yet. She was only.
I was only allocated. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I wasn't on the board. I wasn't in there.
So how the hell was they letting you touch the money?
I wasn't touching any money.
Oh.
That's why I'm saying you gotta listen. It's like
I don't know, because everything's they're putting the money through her like she had the money. That's
No, as a state rep,
yep.
they have money. She could have sent it to Joe Smo's organization.
Oh, I get it now. I get it now.
that's why I said.
I get it. No, because I just see money going, and there's a lot of millions of missing.
Listen, I know. Listen, that's why I said let them paint the picture first. Once they paint the picture, because see, it looked like we're attacking and we're just blaming.
No, I'm just asking questions.
I don't take it as an attack. I don't take it as an attack. I don't take it as an attack, and I don't take it as anybody's blaming. I think it's Teachable Tuesday, and this is an opportunity for folks to express their experience. It may not be factual, and the fact is, being here, remember, everything that I'm here because I need to be able to defend myself in front of the accusers because they have presented that they have facts. I have facts. I lived it from the time that I was there.
But hold on, the question. There's a great question though. If you said there was malice and you didn't do nothing about it.
What do you mean I didn't do nothing about it?
No, that's the word you said. You said there was malice and you stopped.
Stopped.
So why you ain't voice an opinion?
What do you mean I didn't voice an opinion?
No.
I stopped and I went to the board.
Okay.
And I presented what was presented to me, and it was dismissed. So the next best thing to do, because I didn't have the authority to ask for the books. You can ask. They have asked. And have you all received anything?
No.
Hey, yo, can I say stop? Yo, the people on the board are crooked. Somebody on that board stealing. They don't want. I'm just telling you from what I'm looking at.
Back then, let's go back. She
Yep.
spoke about in her moment. Back then, she requested the finances. They did not produce them.
They didn't produce them.
Somebody on that board stealing.
Peter Lee said.
It's on that board.
Peter Lee said, he was the executive director. He said to me, thank you for sending this money. I'm glad that you responded back to my call, right? I went in, he said to me, John Hope's doors are going to close March 1st of 2014. I said, why? He said, we have absolutely no money at all. I said, how did that happen? He said, a whole lot of stuff happened. So I went to my superiors, leaders, and I asked them to let's get some information with regards to what's happening. Keith Stokes, you can look up that name. You can contact this individual. He came on and he saw. Don't know what the fight is that the community want John Hope, want to control John Hope when there is absolutely no money. The money had been...
Man, I don't want to hear... Can I just say this? For the community's sake, right? Who wants to back them type of people?
But what happened is, when folks don't understand the process, they don't understand the system, they don't understand the nonprofit world and the responsibility, people assume and they react. Mm-hmm. Because it was mentioned here about the bylaws. The bylaws, you have the original bylaws. The bylaws were amended. Have to find out how many times it was amended. Not only that, has it been amended since this last regime has been in there? Because as I had mentioned before, there was an individual who changed a couple of words on the bylaws and went to the bank and requested that their name be put on the account. And I
Who's this individual?
Marianne Matthews. She went to the.
Is that the true statement?
Well, she was definitely there for 1 year.
So that's a true statement then.
Yes.
We spoke with her and she said she was removed because she was asking for financials and she was asking too many questions.
I was going by
and
then,
so
though.
they removed her.
So anybody that's asking questions at John Hope, they're getting rid of.
The question is, Anastasia, you was in the board as well, though.
No, I was the chair of the board. That's when
And
Peter
then
Lee
after
left.
that, you stepped down from the chair.
Right.
And then you were still on the board.
I was on the board. Still.
That's a conflict of interest.
No,
You can't
it's
do
not.
that.
No, it's
How-
not a-
so
how's it a conflict?
I'm gonna. I'm just gonna use it in the terms of. I'm just gonna use it. If I'm HR, right? I can't be the director.
With somebody yesterday.
You understand what I'm saying? I can't. You hear me? I can't be HR and the director of the No Longer Track podcast.
Oh, right. No,
That's
wait,
all I'm
hold
saying.
on, hold on,
Am I
hold on.
right?
Hold on.
You laughing? Am I right, Dante?
I want to hear that.
You're right.
Am I right?
Hold on. No.
Facts.
It depends on your policy. 1, 2. Okay. There are rules and regulations with regards. There's some things that are, for example, you are the CEO, OCE, FO,
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
of No
No
Longer
Longer
Track,
Track,
right?
yeah.
Okay. You are your own person, entity. You can be the finance person to a certain degree of finances. For example, if it's over $10,000, this is just an example. You cannot handle those books. You have to have a accountant to take care of those things.
Because it'll be a conflict of interest because I'll be paying myself.
You could be paying yourself, but there are entities for which you can do both. You can be the head and still deal with the books.
I'm listening to something else because you said you was all part of the board and you was chairman of the board.
I wasn't part. Listen,
She was chairman.
No, you just said you was chairman.
Yeah,
I'm just asking
listen.
a question. Yeah.
I was chairperson of the board when Michelle said about Marianne Matthews. I wasn't there when that happened with that they removed Marianne.
That's not the question
No,
I have
but
with the
I am
board.
answering because that's what I was trying to do is answer based on what Michelle had said about
Oh no, because you
Marianne.
had brought her up, so.
Yeah, so that I just so that's what I was saying. That I wasn't there. I was on the board prior to that.
Now my question, before everybody jump, see, we have a face for the board right now.
Yeah.
You're
No, you don't.
No. You said you was on part of the board.
Yeah, but that's not now. This is
No, I'm
about
not
2013.
I'm not talking about now. Hold on. See, this is why people's gonna get confused because it's like we saying things. I'm
You're
trying
not
to get
putting
on it.
the right perspective.
I didn't say
on
now.
it.
I didn't say now. See, now you seem like I'm asking a question. You was on the board, right? So as you was on the board, you seen the books or you seen what was going on, correct?
What books? There was no books. They were
So
4 years.
what was you the board of? Is my question.
President.
See,
Huh?
when we came in, it was all messed up. There was no books. People had shredded, had taken out, had removed. There was no books.
Man, they were supposed to
When
be in
we
prison,
came
man.
there, when I came in there and found things missing, found things that was like incriminating,
Yeah.
found things that we had to put together. One thing I
And what did you do with it?
That was my question.
Listen to what I'm saying. What I had to do was put it together based on facts. You cannot go to the Attorney General's office with hearsay, and you cannot. You have to have black and white facts with regard. So we gathered.
So the proof that you got wasn't black and white?
Some of what was there was black and white, and what was brought, it was connected to something else. For example, several of the organizations that put in money to John Hope to do the rehab, pay salary for one, bricks and mortar. There's one of the foundation. I'm kind of not remembering the name right now. All they do is for you to. They give you money to fix. It's not to use for salaries. It's not for you.
It's just to fix the structure.
Mortar,
Yeah.
right? That money under Peter Lee was used to pay salaries, and
But she don't
Was-
want.
Is that a true statement?
We don't know.
they don't know. This is what
Oh,
I'm saying.
they don't know.
This is
All right.
factual.
I think, you know,
I'm
All right.
telling you this, and I'll tell you.
But my thing is, when you just said, I'm just backing the truck up.
You
You
brought a
said
book out for
you
it.
found all of this bad information, right?
Yeah.
What you said? You said you put it all together. Did you confront them about it?
Yes, I did. All of them.
And that's why they probably got beef with you.
All of them. They were, yes, they do.
So, under,
Well,
so
one,
let's
and the board, no, today, absolutely, Robin Evans being one of them.
so,
Because he is being in the jail.
so let's touch base on how you
She
were
said
from
that-
a resident to a regular director on the board.
Because you stepped down. There were an organization.
I want to know.
Me, I'm talking about
You personally,
So
yes.
this is what happened.
Because
There was a-
I actually have something that I also want to bring up.
Okay.
Oh yes, we're gonna bring it up.
So, there was a consultant that came in. There were 3 females that came in, and in order for them to try to right the ship per se, they were behind on, like I said, 4 years of their audits. They said for me to step down, they will come in and step in and do the accounting. They would do the paperwork that needed to be done in the office and all these other things. Okay? So that's why I stepped down. But I didn't step out of off the board because I didn't have to step off the board.
So I want to
could
make
still be
sure
a member.
that we also know this.
Mm-hmm.
The Rhode Island Education Department sued John Hope, and the reason they sued him was because of money. Now,
Say that again.
The Rhode Island Department, and I got facts on the book. That's why I brought my book out. So the Rhode Island Department of Education said and requested Anastasia Williams to step down, or they will no longer fund John Hope. These are facts. These are facts.
Now that was said from who?
The Rhode Island Education
So that paper,
Foundation.
that letter, that document, okay.
So the point of this is, so when they asked, obviously, not to blame you, because we're not blaming you, right? But for them to ask specifically Anastasia Williams to step down and you will no longer get funded by one of the biggest funders, that's a big thing, right?
Yeah, so that letter would be great just to have a copy. This is the first time I'm hearing this. I never received it. But no, when you say public record, that may be so, but I never got that. I just never got that.
That was the lawsuit.
I never got that.
That was the lawsuit that was out there.
No, a lawsuit. What
Hold
lawsuit?
on, I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah, I would love to see this lawsuit from the Department of.
And these are actually, this is from the Secretary of State. So that's even deeper,
So is
right?
it Department of Education or the
Hold
Secretary
on,
of State?
no. I'm telling you how deep. So remember, you gotta go to the. So already people knew that there was money going on, so that's why we went to the Secretary of State. This is an actual report from the Secretary of State.
All right.
And there's dates and times here where it says that, like I said, I'll let you see it so you can see this. And it actually says, I'm trying to get you the right name. That the Rhode Island Department of Education settled a lawsuit against John Hope.
It's all the way in the back, Joe Brock.
Settled?
Yes, listen, regarding the failure to properly account federal funding. The settlement would have required that then board president Anastasia Williams and treasurer Walter Morgan resign from the board, and neither did at that time. Anastasia Williams is still on the board. As a result, the agency lost the opportunity to ride funding. That's a problem.
What year was that?
What year was that?
And is that from the Department of Ed?
This
or
is the Secretary of State,
Okay.
so you can look at all of this up.
No, what's the date?
I'll give you some dates here. 2015.
2015.
Yes.
And who's the signature on that?
That's irrelevant. The signature.
exactly.
The signatures are.
these are-
No, but what I'm saying is.
You can look all this up.
No,
This is-
yes.
You see,
Who's the signature?
the signature would be from whoever. Peter
Peter
Marone.
Maroon.
Right here. Look at the
Yeah,
dates.
I
If
see
you look
it.
at the dates. And
But
this
Peter Maroon don't. What I'm saying is, why would they say that?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Why I don't understand that.
So
Why?
they obviously seen that the fundings that they were trying to
real
get.
quick.
Hold on 1 second, everybody. This is Mr. James Eubanks.
All right. Thank you for letting me in. I just wanted to make a statement real quick. You know, the first thing I want to say is, see, this is exactly what's needed in our community, where we are actually able to speak to elected officials and speak about policies over party.
Yes.
And I commend Ms. Williams for being there and sitting there and listening to everything, because this is what the community needs to know. However, it's important that we reach out to every single person that's running in the primaries and hold them accountable to their records and what they're going to do. See, if you don't realize, Miss Williams is here. She's here almost every week, and she's saying, here, challenge me on everything that we're doing.
That's what she says. That's what she says. And she
I
always says
appreciate
proof,
and I
bring
respect
proof. That's what she's saying. This lady,
But we have reached out to the elected officials. And
We
in
need
my
to call
office,
those people out who are not there.
We
Well,
need
I mean,
to
I can
hold
call them out. I
accountable.
mean, let's
Miss
keep it a
Williams
buck.
is here.
I have
I
talked to
wanna know
Tiara
every
Mack. I'll
single
give you names.
person
Tiara
that's
Mack,
running,
Enrique.
so we can make
hold
sure
on,
that
Eubanks, hold on. What'd you say now?
Tiara Mack, Enrique Sanchez. We have talked to. We have talked to the mayor's office. All of them in there. The whole Providence City Council knows about this, so we can call all of them out because nobody wants to stand on this because all they stand on is, well, right now John Hope is in good standing.
And if you want to be honest, Anastasia Williams is here because her name has been brought up. When we had a community event, what was that, March?
Yes, March 25th.
She was not present. And
Nobody
so,
had told me
hold on,
anything.
Hold on.
Yep,
She
hold
was
on.
not
Turn that
present.
mic towards her.
It was on social media. So I don't want to hear that no one told her. She was not present until someone reached out and told her name was brought up. She came in the
Yes,
end.
but she's here now. This is
But
what
you're
I'm
not
saying.
listening.
Wait, let me
She's
just make
here
this
because
last
her
point.
name
Let me
was
make-
brought up to Trap and to Dante. So she
Okay.
wanted to be here
No,
to
I
try to
respect that.
defend
But
what's
look
being
what I'm
said
saying.
about her. So
But
we're
I'm-
not
the
going
only
to
thing
sit
I'm
here
saying
and
is she's here,
congratulate
and I
people
commend her
because
for
they're
that.
here today.
Okay? She is here. What I'm saying to you is we don't see Tiara Mack. I'll be honest with you. I don't
Because
see her
Tiara
in the black
Mack's name
community
hasn't been
until
talked
it's
about.
time to get
Is
elected.
he not listening?
Okay?
Wait, yo, what she's saying, yo, unique.
Yes.
What she's saying is Tiara Mack's name hasn't been mentioned. If we were sitting there talking about Tiara Mack right now, when she's saying Tiara Mack could be sitting right where Anastasia is sitting.
Yeah.
But she's
And
saying,
that's why I always ask about the names, bro.
Huh?
This is what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is we need the names of every single person
We just
running,
named them.
so we can do the exact same thing, because that's what vetting is. What I'm saying is we talk about Anastasia Williams, okay, because she's visible. What I'm
No.
saying to you is we
But
have
we
a
also
whole
gotta
lot
make
of
sure
people
it's
running
not kind of
for
it's
seats,
kind of taking me
and-
out.
but we're
We're
not
not
talking about
blaming
them
you.
because
I'm
Yeah.
not blaming
That-
you.
now
I want to make sure that we make that clear.
that is not
Yeah.
how it's feeling right now
Okay.
because of the fact at that community meeting, first and foremost, I'm not always on social media to get information.
You work with Joe. You know about it.
No,
We're
you
not
can't
gonna
tell-
play.
see,
We're not
here
gonna
we
play
go.
these games.
This is what I'm saying.
We're not gonna play these games.
I'm not playing games. I'm not a game
She
player.
knew about it.
Okay.
At the end of everything, she did not show. For whatever reason, she did not show.
The
That's not important. The important thing is that her and all the elected officials are not standing by us to get John Hope back. It's not an attack on Anastasia, but Anastasia was physically in that building. She was physically on that board. She knew about the mismanagement of this money. She brought these other people that are still in John Hope that's mismanaging the money. All the money that came through John Hope is a shit show and is going to be shut down. And Anastasia Williams, and along with all these elected officials, could help us, and they do not. And she's now running again, and now she's on a platform because her name is being brought up because she was a part of John Hope and whatever the hell that John Hope's going through. Now I'm pissed off because no one's listening. It's not an attack on her. It's an attack on this whole goddamn city, even the community. Because we've been working our asses off and nobody wants to help us. Not even the mayor. And this is sick. Because our children no longer have a facility. You know how many children? I was in John Hope since I was a freshman in high school until I lost my job when Miss Williams came in. You know how many families we served? You know how many children and teenagers we seen?
To this day, yeah.
Don't you think the whole board should be removed?
I believe
We
Me
tried
too.
to do
Me
that.
too. Everybody, Joe Buck.
So-
Everybody. Everybody.
So
But
this
hold
is the
on.
thing. Go ahead.
Joe Buck was on our team and he disappeared.
That's why I love you.
You did. You haven't been around. After that Mary Kay event,
No.
we haven't
I
seen
talk to
you.
Rosa all the time.
No,
Well, now we're about John Hope, though. Let's keep
not
it
about
moving.
John Hope.
So the thing is, again, let's get back to the major
If
point
we're
because a
being
lot of people are
honest-
hearing things.
Be honest.
The major point is
Be honest.
that it is true. We started this whole investigation thing with a group of 20 people. Mm-hmm. We only got 4 of us standing. 4 standing.
So everybody's just dwindling out because either they played a part in it, right? See, this is what I'm looking at. And from what me looking at it, they're not blaming Anastasia, but Anastasia, they're saying you was there with the part of it. They're not blaming you of anything, because that's what I'm seeing, Anastasia, as my friend. That's what I'm seeing, that they're saying, yo, man, we're not blaming you, but you sat right there and watched Joe, Ron, Mike, Sean, Dunn, and every time we said something, you sided with them.
No, I
But we
did not.
had
But that's how it looks.
Because she was president of the board. So why is that?
That's not correct.
How?
It's-
So you're saying that they're lying? That
Yeah.
has to be reported.
Because it's first and foremost, again, I go back on people understanding. Right now, I will say Michelle is feeling emotionally because she has something against me.
I have
will
nothing
say,
against
you.
you.
Most certainly
If I
did.
had
You
something
said it.
against you, I
said
wouldn't
it.
be
That's-
sitting next to
I
you.
can, let me just get to the point.
Yeah.
The whole point of
That's
saving
right.
John
You
Hope,
said it.
because this is where we need to understand.
I said we
Forget
had
this.
our issues.
What really trying to say? I'm trying to really save John Hope. John Hope is my home. I was there for 20 years. I fundraised over $70,000. I brought in groups. I brought in teams. I brought in many things for John Hope. The kids in John Hope right now are still looking for Miss Rosa. They want to come back. So my aggravation is, we know it's the board, period.
Get rid of
Let's
them.
get the, thank you.
Let's get rid of them.
I'm
Nobody
trying,
will help us
but
get rid of this board.
somehow, let me
Nobody.
tell you what's also aggravating, right? So nobody, because they're a private non-profit, we can't touch them.
Yeah, but no, how can't we touch them? They're in our city, stealing our money, paying people. How can't we do something?
That's why I want to call out this. See, now I have a problem with the stay in the governance. That's why I'm calling out. Because one, they have seen this for years and still allowed it, right? Second of all is, Angel Tavares stepped in for ProCap and removed the whole board when they did the whole mismanagement. Mind you, let's also make sure that we know this too, so you understand why I say John Hope has been mismanaged. The same person that was removed from ProCap, not to put your name in there, but I have to, Anastasia Williams had appointed as ED after the point for John Hope. So if we go back, they keep appointing.
Man, that whole group was in cahoots together. That's how it looks.
So okay, so ask
From
why'd
all
you
the
appoint-
information.
Why'd you appoint this person?
Frank,
Because not one black person stepped up.
But he was mismanaging money at ProCap.
Listen, that was an allegation. First
It
of
wasn't
all,
an allegation. It's
listen,
facts.
okay. John Hope, remember, has no money.
Yeah.
Right? The only survival that John Hope had was the resources that the reimbursement that was coming from the daycare. There was less than 20 kids in the daycare. Period. So there was no money. And it was a struggle. Like I said, how monies were coming in there to take it, the record will reflect, the state has it, is that Gordon Fox gave me $350,000 in order to buy time to look through all of what was there, and you needed someone who was in the nonprofit sector that could handle it. Nobody was stepping up because nobody wanted to be in the muck and the mire that was left behind.
So you appointed this guy that had a problem with ProCap?
So
Yes.
So that was
No,
Basically-
that's a question. Did you appointed a guy that had a problem?
Already
with
crook.
ProCap?
He was already a crook.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
See, based on what you're hearing, you need to know the whole story, and they're gonna bring big.
Because hold up, because I believe her. She said there's facts that he was a crook already,
Okay,
and I
there
believe
were
her.
issues with he had been running ProCap for.
Is that enough?
Not little. It was a big
Yes,
issue.
but hold up. That's what I was about to
No,
say.
I said
Is
little
that
issue.
enough? Is that enough as a president to say, yo, that's enough. I can't appoint you.
I agree.
Just because I'm not saying that you did do it or you did not do it, but there's a lot of money that you're going to be entangled with. I just don't want to put you in that situation no more. So your name, that's all. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
In hindsight, we can say that. But when you were seeing it, you was looking at it because it was a black man, right?
He's not black.
Oh, he's not black.
I said there was no black person who stepped forward. Everybody claims that they have the qualification and they know how to do this and they know how to do that and blah blah. And when they got in there, they didn't know to do jack.
But when
Okay?
you got
So,
in there, what did you do?
I clearly said that I didn't know anything about nonprofits, so I was seeking those that did know to bring them in there so that
But
they
he
could
was
write the shit.
removed from the board for mismanaging ProCap. And you know who they brought in?
Yeah.
Who did they bring in to clean up John Hope?
A man that mismanaged ProCap.
No, Melissa husband, my sister.
To clean up John Hope when?
Not John Hope. I said ProCap.
ProCap. She held ProCap. She brought ProCap.
No, so
When she left ProCap was left with $7 million.
Oh, so your sister came in ProCap and took over from what Homeboy did
and fixed it.
Okay, cleaned it up. So he was already bad business.
So she brought him there.
So the point is that we keep getting appointed these people who embezzle money at John Hope.
But again, it's the board of directors.
No, we're gonna go back to
that whole board. Joe Buck, that whole board gotta go.
The whole board been gotta go.
They gotta go, every one of them. Cause let me tell you something. If you just say if you get rid of 3 of them, right? There's still gonna be it's still polluted in the board. You gotta clean it all out, put all fresh new blood, then build John Hope all the way back from the bottom. Because right now where I'm standing, we're not gonna get nothing accomplished right now. Ain't nobody going to jail. What we gotta do now is we gotta stand together and we gotta say, yo, we gotta start John Hope from the beginning. These women. All 3 of them, they want the best for John Hope. I talked to all of them. I know, yes, because I talked to her. Yes, and she said,
come to us.
No, we just talked about this yesterday. She didn't even know it was happening.
Yes, she did.
Oh.
John Hope is everywhere. This has she came to our meeting.
She
knows what's going on.
She told me yesterday she didn't know this was happening.
And listen. The meeting that happened that she said I came
She's
to.
associated with Joe Buck. He's been working with them originally since January. Anastasia Williams knows what's going on. Let's stop bullshitting our city.
Yeah.
Let me just say.
She knows what's going on.
I have, these are allegations, okay?
But no, you just said you put the dude in office, though. You said that.
Dante,
I'm just saying, you said that.
I am talking about something different than what you're saying. She said that since January 1st, I've been with Joe Buck dealing with it, and that I know what's going on in John Hope.
She's saying that he knows this since January 1st.
Okay, so that does not mean that I know in the community meeting that she was talking about, that I came in at the end, okay? First and foremost, I was at another meeting at the NAACP was having. And when I got out of there...
he was where we was at.
And when I got out of there, because he did not stay there, because Nicole was the one who was running that meeting. And in fact, so when I left there and I went straight to the Culture Center. When I got there, pretty much all the meeting was over. Mm-hmm. And so I missed it. I couldn't be in 2 places.
Oh, so you didn't hear? She didn't hear.
I didn't hear what the stuff was going on.
But hold on. The thing that aggravates me right now is to say that people didn't know that's BS. Let me tell you why. One, it was put in the Rhode Island News logo. Mm-hmm. Everybody has seen it. Mm-hmm. Over 5,000 people already have seen it.
I go local.
Yeah, Rhode Island. I'll give you the right, but it's Rhode Island News something. They made a big thing about the John Hope thing. Another thing is we have a petition. Let's talk about this, and this is real facts, and this is why I'm aggravated. Let's call people out, right? We got so many people that is, we're just John Hope. All these people that had John Hope's back, where they at when it came to signing this petition? None. And when I say none, some of them signed because we called their names out. Mm-hmm. Let's call one person out. One of the biggest people that we all know, Kobe Dennis. We love Kobe. It took Kobe how many months to sign stuff? It took Kobe a little bit to talk about it. See, everybody keeps saying, if I knew about John Hope, everybody knows about John Hope. They've been knowing because it started 2014. So where are you at now? Nobody's here, right? It's only 4 people talking.
After our meeting, Miss Williams, let's say she did not know. She was very aware of things.
Yes.
She has not reached out to us. Why?
My thing is this. Let me say one thing. I just think about this yesterday.
Okay.
If I would have known I'd be on here and I'd been getting them, you would have been on here. And if I would have known that this was going, I brought this to her yesterday or the day before when you called me on that. I brought it to her. She said she didn't know. So I said, yo, you got to help these kids. She said that I don't know. What do I need to? I said, yo, all I know is Dante's told me that you're the only one that can help. And I remember we called her on the 3-way and you said to her, yo, you can help us.
Oh, you know who can help.
And you know who can help.
But that's the thing. Again.
All right, but hold up. Before we go any further, my uncle's on the phone. Benny, everybody, Uncle Benny's on the phone. Go ahead, Uncle Benny, because we got about a half hour, and I know we still got to get in things, and I know you got some questions for these women. Oh, his phone hung up. My uncle, hold on, I gotta call him right back.
What happened to Mr. Howard?
Mr. Howard got fired.
Why he got fired?
There's many reasons why he got fired.
Go ahead.
But I know that one thing is Anastasia came in, and there was a lot of changes that they wanted to do. And that's
Yep, hold on one second.
They said that they wanted. But Howard got fired after the point. I believe, what year was it that he got fired? There was a lot of changes.
Man, put it this way: everybody that goes to John Hope is crooked right now. People getting fired.
Was somebody that was working there.
He got fired, so he was.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, all right. So Benny, what did you want to say?
First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you so much, everyone, because this is a tough topic.
Yes, it is.
Everybody has their opinion, facts, and everything as well. So, first of all, thank you, everyone. My question is,
let's get right to it, Benny. Don't sugarcoat. No questions today. No questions being sugarcoated. Let's get it, Benny.
Okay. No, when you first, each one of you, it's a two-part question. One of them is, what was the reason for you actually joining John Hope in the first place? And the second thing is, where do you see John Hope in the future?
Close down.
Where do you see John Hope at in the future?
Close down.
Where do you see John Hope at in the future?
If we don't change the board, it's going to close down as soon as possible. We need that board changes.
Hold on, T.
That's what it comes down to. We need to get the whole board out. I'm tired of them running the money. My thing is, let's lay a big example. Back then, you had mentioned that the funding that was coming in was for specific things to fix specific things
from one organization.
Exactly, right? But if that money was there for that, how come it never?
Why? That's what I don't understand.
Because I said, Peter Lee, when he received that money,
After him.
No, that money came to Peter Lee.
After him.
There was none. They chose not to give no money to John Hope. Period. There was no money coming into John Hope.
Who chose not to?
There was money coming into John Hope. She just showed you that there was money coming in, and they didn't want to give money until you sat down off the board.
There was
so that's not true.
money coming into John Hope.
She just showed you that there was.
Listen, Dante.
From the Secretary of State.
Listen. I'm going to definitely go back. Remember, this is recorded, and legal will definitely go through this and fine-tooth comb because of the fact that the allegation have to present proof to things. I am not concerned about that at all. There has been no money from when I stepped in at all because all of the organizations for which were awarding John Hope money the monies were not being used where they were supposed to. They were utilizing it for paying salary to keeping people employed. Period. So therefore, the only resources that was there was the reimbursement from the daycare, and it was less than 20 kids in the daycare. Forget the after-school program because there was nothing there. Miss Joanne had to come back.
All of that collapsed. Basically, all of that collapsed. Hold on, one second. TJ, what you guys say, brother?
Hey, yo, this is all bullshit. At the end of the day, right? They brought outside people in that wasn't part of the community, and they started taking the money from John Hope.
Yep.
As far as my dad's concerned, my dad is John Hope. All them kids love my dad.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, once you took Miss Joanne and Mr. Wayne away, it basically, I wouldn't say it crumbled, but they didn't put the right people in position. And when they brought Stash in, it was an agenda from the jump.
Yes.
The only agenda that was
wow. So basically, TJ is saying that when they took the heart of John Hope out, they put in.
Nobody took the heart of John Hope. Tom Whitten retired.
But he came back many times, so that doesn't even count.
Yeah, he retired off the books, right? And Miss Joanne retired as well. They came back to assist.
And they brought outside people.
They brought outside people back in.
Yes.
Why would you bring out?
Who are the outside
people? They don't know
people?
nothing about the community. They basically blocked the kids from coming into John Hope. There's fences over there. They didn't fix nothing over there. There's mad shit that was going on.
There was no money. There was no money.
But you know, can I?
Yeah, TJ. That's why I had to put TJ in because I know TJ was around there. He grew up in that goddamn thing.
But let's also make sure we keep saying there was no money. But let's go back to the 990s. Back to the 5 million. Look at the dates on that. It's under the actual news thing. I'm just saying. On the 990, it was $5 million of assets, and by the end of the year, there was $3 million left. So how did we not have no money to yet still not fix? I'm just saying these facts. to fix the roof, the vans, the air conditioning. So yet there was money, but nothing that was to serve the community in the way that we need it was being done with the money.
It's definitely a need for educating what you have in documentation because of the fact that if you're talking about assets and you're talking about you have fluid dollars, it's two different things.
I get it.
Right. So having $5 million in asset and then it depletes to $3 million, I don't understand that logic that the asset or the fluid money.
It kept coming in every year. There was the point of that.
What was coming in every year? Though?
Money was coming in.
But what money from where?
We can find that information. You was on the board and you was definitely
there was
director.
no money.
Hold on. So a thing too.
So basically, hold on. What you're saying is, Stash, is that they got $5 million. Just hear me out. She's saying that they got $5 million, right? And from what day did they get that $5 million?
2019, I believe.
There was no more money given since then.
The last, it was 2014.
That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying.
I wasn't there 2019.
Because that's all she's saying. She's saying after the $5 million, there was still people getting money. Ain't that what she was saying?
2014 up to 2019 is what she's saying.
Yes. So it's there by the 990s. And this is public information. People can look all this up online. The 990 is saying, I get exactly what you're saying about the assets and all that, but we cannot keep saying that we're not getting no money.
We're not getting no money because of the 990.
They
was getting money.
Say that in my time.
In your time.
I can say it. I can say
in my time, they was receiving money. It's a public record.
Okay, get that public record because definitely we will get to the bottom of it.
In the public record, she just showed a paper saying that the government, just stop me. I just want somebody to stop me when I'm wrong. She showed a paper that's saying we will not give you money if Anastasia Williams is on the board.
And what was the reason? Because there's a reason that there's got to be a reason.
That's the Rhode Island Department of Education. They're very well known.
You said the Secretary of State
gave us that information.
So at the end, all this information is going to be researched. I'm going to do the homework because, like I said,
because you're saying you didn't know about that right there.
She stepped down.
See, no, I did not. The situation is.
Oh, she didn't. I'm sorry. That's why they couldn't get no more money. She did not step down,
now,
so they couldn't receive that money anymore.
Now, my question, real quick, but let's get some more. Joe Buck, Anastasia, you brought Joe Buck here, right? Now, was Joe Buck on the board or something? Because he has. He's sitting there going, hell no. Look at Joe Buck. Hey, Joe Buck. Hey, Joe Buck. Yeah, Joe Buck saying.
I was fighting to get people off that board.
Joe Buck, that board's that bad, Joe Buck?
Hell yeah. And
wow.
And the two leading people, in my opinion, is Robert Evans and Deshaun T. Gray.
The ones that they mentioned.
And who put them?
They've been there forever.
They've been in there.
They never.
Only the people on the board.
Are they getting paid?
No.
You know what? That maybe from the money that they have on the side.
I put it this way. Their power.
Why won't they just step down? They ain't getting no money on this. They go, you know what? I don't want the headache.
That's why they haven't stepped down. They gotta be smart.
They're not understanding. That's why I asked the question: do you understand nonprofit?
Yeah.
Okay, nonprofit.
You can pay yourself. I understand that. That's what I just said. That's what I said. Is she paying? Is she getting paid? Is she paying herself?
Think about it.
She said money came through and it's not accounted for. So where is the money?
They will
till this day.
For example, Mary Kay has money. $200,000 to give John Hope. Hold on. You know why John Hope has not received the money yet? They won't show their finances.
Right.
Oh my God.
And this is why they don't receive money because
did you know this information?
I know when I got in there, they were behind 4 years of their audits. 4 years prior to me getting on there. Okay. 4 years of not having that paper trail, and it clearly sounds that they're still behind and only producing the 990. Yeah. But at the end of the day, who's manning the books? Who's manning the resources?
Vanessa Daly, the person you brought in.
No.
Yes.
Vanessa, I didn't bring in.
But you and Vanessa attacked me at the desk. You brought in Vanessa Daly, Mel Evans, that Asian lady, I can't remember her name, and a few other people. That is not a true statement. You did. You attacked me at my
Hold on, somebody just said, you said facts, Dame?
I said all facts. What Rosa said.
Oh, TJ said what she's saying is all facts. that you brought these people.
Let me
What I'm saying.
Yes.
My opinion, the downfall of John Hope was letting Howard Source go. Period.
No. When it comes to programming, I agree, but not finance. Because we can put.
When it comes to
I don't want Howard's name to be brought up when we're talking about finance. Let's not make that a mistake. We understand.
Yeah, he said programming.
Okay,
He said programming.
We all agree with that.
Yep, we all agree on that.
The point is the finances. Look at John Hope. Everybody can right now walk into John Hope and see that it's shit over. That's disgusting. Where they got money. They got 2 CDs. Why the fuck they got 2 CDs?
Hey, I got a great example.
Who's in charge of the CDs?
The board.
I don't know about any CDs.
The board.
You don't know about the
I don't
CDs?
know about any
That's
CDs.
because she's not there now.
Hey, hold
she's
up,
not
so
there.
I'm gonna give it to you in street code.
All right.
Watch this.
Clean that whole damn board.
Say if I was the bank, right?
Yep.
I'm the bank, so I'm giving you money to do your things on the street, right?
Yep.
Then all of a sudden, I take my bank out of there. What happens to you on the street?
Mm-hmm.
I'm your bank. Nobody else know you're the bank. I'm
Yeah.
the bank. Just you. It's me and
Just
you.
me and you,
But
yeah.
you're supplying everybody that's on the street.
Yeah.
So now, once I cut you off from the bank,
They're gonna feel it.
okay, but remember, what you thinking while I cut you off?
I don't know why you cut me off.
That's the point. So that's the question I was asking. See, that's what I'm asking. If you was there and you was once the bank, why'd you stop banking?
I wasn't never the bank.
No, you was.
I was never the bank.
You was in control of the
I
bank.
was never in control of
You was
the
a-
bank.
no,
As the board, 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 as the board. Stash, as the board, as the
You know
board.
what? I would say this. I'm gonna do the homework.
Yeah.
And then the second thing.
Let
her speak.
No, the second thing was, why did she put that man in office that mishandled something else?
Listen.
So I'm giving you street things, so you can understand.
Dante. Because your time is gonna run out. The purpose, I would rather these 2 ladies talk about what they would want from the community in order to save John Hope,
That's a
rather
fact.
than
That's a fact.
utilizing the time for you to be asking questions that you're not even.
You said it. You said it. I'm asking questions. You said.
I am saying
You wanted to
to
be
use the time
Well, you
left.
should have left, and we would have had the time.
And you was asked.
You wanted to be here.
You absolutely. But
All right.
the time that's left, it should
All
be
right, so-
towards John Hope.
All
Yes,
right,
I did.
Joe Buck, Joe Buck, come on now.
We can hear talking about what we can do to save John Hope and what we can do to get these members off the board.
Y'all ain't doing nothing. Is the point? Where did you go? You was
I'm
with
still
us.
on.
No,
I'm
you're not.
still
You
on.
haven't been to no meeting.
Ain't
no
nobody called me for no
conversation.
meeting.
No.
People call me
There's
for
a
meetings.
group text. Go ahead, Rosa.
All right,
I don't
listen.
do
Hey,
just-
yes,
you know that.
No, you keep going. No, go ahead.
You know I
You're
don't-
saying
Now, the
that.
last time I was here, I was very
Yes, yes. I never seen this side of you.
This is the hood side.
Yes.
This is bullshit. And people were bullshitting us. Nobody wants to fix John Hope because everyone had a fucking
Nobody
part
want-
in
yes.
John Hope and mismanaging this money. And nobody want their skeletons to come out the closet. Nobody's helping us. Nobody wants to.
So
He's Anastasia's friend, and so she's running, and
I'm
so he
running
backed off from our group because she's been in discussion of our topic and why she has better point on John Hope. Let's be honest.
Okay, so before the thing,
Yo, Michelle ain't bullshitting, bro. Michelle spitting all that shit.
Yeah, no, people want to hear her talk.
I know.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
I want to, cause this is what I kept trying to say. So, here's my question. This question I asked you came out your mouth. I didn't make this up. It came out your mouth. So I asked this: can you help or can you find somebody that can help? That's the only question I need to know.
Yes, that's what I
Can
want.
you help or find somebody that can
I
help?
can help. Nobody asked me.
She's asking you.
We shouldn't have to.
This is what
She
she's
knows.
saying.
We shouldn't
This
have
is
to.
what she's saying.
I
She's-
think, you know what?
she's so mad, she's not gonna ask
I
you.
personally think that a lot of people, again, people are just playing this game. It's a game, right?
Absolutely.
Oh no, let her see on record if she can help or not. That's it. She's on record.
I put it on record for you, especially Dante. Okay, if I was asked, I would have stepped in. Michelle already said that I had a hidden agenda, and
I
was
didn't say that.
Listen,
TJ said that.
No,
Don't put words in my
I'm
mouth.
not putting words in your mouth.
That
You
never
said that
came
I
out
was
my
running
mouth.
for office.
Absolutely.
That's a hidden agenda. So
Those are
therefore,
your words, not mine.
that I was running for office, so therefore I utilized that. That is a hidden agenda. I don't have a hidden agenda. Didn't have a hidden agenda. I would have
You
taken
had the
off.
whole time you came into John Hope. You did.
Well, that was the before, right? So if you could do something today at this moment,
yes,
right? Okay, I'm asking you, could you help John Hope?
I can help John Hope, but I don't want it to be misconstrued as I am doing it because I'm running, because that's not it at all. But and because I know the policy and I know the system, it has to be listened and heard and followed exactly how I said. Not, oh no, this is this and this is that, because that's not how it is. Many things that Michelle is here, very emotional and rightfully so, and she is, what I'm feeling, and right here is allegations and accusations. She made it.
We gave proof. We showed our proof.
There is a
How
lot more to it because it is allegations.
Well, no, her passion for John Hope is what she's teaming out. That's passion. She's fighting for something that she believes nobody else is fighting for. Okay. That's what I was saying up there. Saying, when she came to my attention, I was just like, I called Trap instantly. I was just like, we called you 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, you were asleep. So again, whatever happened before, I don't know. But can you help them now? I'm asking for them. They can. It's not about.
But it's not to me. Can I say something? At this point, it's not genuine because she's running to get her position.
What did I say?
If she would have helped us before she chose to run, it would be genuine. How do we know there's not any genuine?
Why did I leave?
Yeah, that's why wait to get so deep into the.
Left and didn't do anything after she left to help John Hope Knight.
Why?
Well, if you was on your deathbed right now, would you care who was giving you CPR?
No, I wouldn't. I agree with what you're saying, but my thing also is like Miss Anastasia just mentioned, she knew that there was something going on because she was in the board. So again, point blank is, we're in 2024. You don't have to come on live, or you don't have to tell millions of people that you're willing to help, when this should have been already something that you should have
done it under already, basically.
And that's not.
All right, so basically, hey yo, we can sit here for hours pointing fingers, right?
We're not doing that.
We're not gonna do that.
I think that.
Hey yo, can I just 1 second? And I just want to clear this. Buck, I know you can help us. And Stash, I know you can help us. I know you can help us. I know you can help us. Dante, I know you can help. We need to come collective together, and we need to stand in force and get them people out of there. Right, Stash, I don't know how we got to do it. I don't know if we got to stand out there in John Hope. I know that people...
To get these... I'm not going to work.
No, but...
I'm not going to come and involved with being attacked.
Stash.
Because I know the facts and I know the system.
All right, so Stash. So what I'm saying is, you can stay clear away from this. Or you got to... Hey, yo, you can stay clear away from this, and you could just give us the resources so that you understand what I'm saying? So you know what? Because let me tell you something. You know how she's feeling? She's feeling like somebody disrespected me, right?
Exactly.
To my face, right? Just hear me out, Stash. Right? Somebody that's supposed to, my sister disrespected me to my face when she was going through what she was going through, right? Now she has proof that you was doing wrong. The person that was in her face that wouldn't give her a shot she got proof that they wasn't behind you. So that's how she's feeling. That's all she's saying.
No,
that's all she's saying.
I understand her
passion.
I understand her passion.
Okay, that's all I want.
No, I understand where both of them are coming from because I've been in those positions. But by being in those positions, I also get the facts and put them together legally. So emotion will make you spew, in many instances, things that are not correct. It is what you believe because you may have been fed, and also I don't care. Because let me tell you, I am going to get to the bottom of it, and you can certainly be part of hearing what came about this.
And my thing is, everything she said, she proved.
Yeah, she did not prove anything but that letter.
Oh, wait,
she had a letter that she presented.
All right,
Why was that letter sent?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Just hear me out. She proved that you was around.
I was
Don't smoke. That you was connected every time that the money was missing.
No,
that's what she proved.
Every time the money was missing. My tenure there.
Yeah, that's what I'm. No, that's what I'm talking about. That's what she proved.
The money was missing before I got there.
And I know that. And
there wasn't no money there when I was there. So we will definitely get to the bottom of it, and it'll come out, because it needs to come out, because people are not understanding a lot of the process.
The process, yes, we got it.
And they are speaking on emotion and speaking on hearsay.
No, we're not.
Okay, you can
We
say
have
whatever,
met with a lot of people.
and I'm glad that you have.
So
Because
that is not true.
That again.
All right, let's
those
before we
people
end this, you
can-
got something you want to show?
No, I just wanted to
Oh.
say there was a lot of research that I did.
That's good.
All right.
That's
And
good.
like I said, it's nothing towards you.
Oh, it most certainly is.
For me, personally, I don't. I'm just speaking the facts that we agree on.
Okay.
And what again, the whole point is getting the whole board out. That's what we need to talk about now for 2024. Let's get the whole board out so that we can
Yes,
get our
man,
building
yes.
for the community.
Yes, that's
Forget
it.
what was the past.
That's it.
Forget
That's
the
it.
future.
That's it.
Let's
That's it.
forget the
That's it.
pride.
That's it. That's it.
Because there's
That's
a lot
it.
of pride being thrown around.
Yes.
It's not about that.
It's not
I
about
want
that.
my home back.
Yes.
So in order
Yes.
for us to do that, let's get this board
Yes.
out.
Yes.
So if you're telling us, and I'll be
Yes.
the first one to say, if you're telling us you know how to get the board out, let's work
Let's work together. Let's do it, Stash.
That's what
Let's
I
do
say.
it.
That's
So,
what I want.
and I want to end it with saying, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody for keeping it respectful. It got a little loud in here. First time I seen you come out your little punching bag, and Stash, I thank you for being the elder in the room, and just because you could have went crazy. But I'm just saying. I know, but I just want to thank you. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you. So Rosa, I want to thank you too. Joe Buck, I thank you. Dante, you already know, my brother. And because, we need this in the community. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's what we do now.
Exactly.
This is where accountability comes in right now. Because this video is in my city.
Question.
Everybody in my city that knows what's going on in John Hope now.
Collectively, us right here, we're going to be working together and not tearing each other down.
Yes.
The whole community. The whole community.
And that's what I'm talking about. So
I have a right.
Let her calm down. Let her calm down.
You do have
Yes,
a
it
right
is.
I have
to
a right to not say
And she has a right to feel the way she feels.
Absolutely.
So
I'm not just
no,
saying
I'm not saying so.
But what I'm saying is, Rosa said, "Let's work together."
That's Rosa.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the clarification. That's Rosa. So is it means that Rosa is willing to sit down and work
Yes, she
these
is.
things out, and Michelle is not?
No, listen. Hey, listen.
I am not.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen. Stash. Right now, she's mad. When she's gonna end. That's how much I know she loves the community. I don't care what she's saying right now. She's in. All right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So it's emotion. We're dealing with emotions right now. We're dealing with emotions. That's all. We're good. You know what I'm saying? We gotta come back to it. We gotta stand tall. We can't let this shit come in between us, man.
And that goes for everybody, but I just find it funny how you said you can help, but yet the mayor can't help.
Because those were the same things
Hey,
that
hey,
were
pardon-
said to me,
hey,
because it's a black
hold.
organization and these people.
Hey, pardon me 1 second. My brother wants. Brother Boo's on the phone.
Hi, Boo.
I know he was on your show. Peace.
All right, Boo. What's up, brother? Peace, God, brother. I love you first and foremost. Salute to you, Joe Buck. This is Boo. Boo's on the phone right here. You know what I'm saying?
We love Boo, yeah.
All right, so go ahead, Boo.
Peace. Good morning to the listeners. God bless. No longer trapped. Shout out.
Thank you, brother.
I'll hit you up later. I didn't know you was on the show. I love you.
Love you too, man.
Have a great one.
All right. He just wanted to say he loves us and everybody. Just yo, I thank you guys again, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, acted today, Dante, it's in stone. Accountability. We gotta save John Hope. Every politician, everybody is held accountable that knows about it. Everybody running for office. Everybody that knows about what's going on in John Hope right now, they're stealing. They've been stealing. They've been crooks. They're out of there. I don't care what nobody says. You understand what I'm saying? We need all new fresh blood in there, right? And stop building our shit from the ground up. That's how we can take out one person. We can take out two people. But it's still not gonna stop the problem. It's still rooted inside of it. Them people are getting no money. They should have no problem saying, you know what? The community wants me out of here. Here's the books. I'm out of here. That's it.
But they're not doing it.
Do you know why they're not gonna do it? Because they're scared. Because if the wrong person gets them books, right? And they see, hold on. Oh, you gave $180,000 to that person. You gave $200,000 to. to that person. You gave this to that person. You gave that to that person. That's why. That's why they don't want to step down until they die.
There's a few people, right, that were supposed to go to the attorney general, but nobody wants to put their name on the dotted line.
Nobody wants to go down there.
How can we do
We
anything?
went to the attorney. I went to the. We
Yeah, well,
did
you
the
did.
attorney.
I know you did. But
I gave my team.
But Rosa, remember the list of us? Remember when you
That's what I said. There was a list of a lot of people that wanted to help, but nobody wanted to show up.
Right.
There was a list of people that came to the community meeting that they was there for the face so they could take a picture. But after that, everybody went MIA. And that's what's going on in Rhode Island. I'm tired of the politicians. I'm tired of the government. They're only there for pictures.
Yes.
If there's not pictures,
Yes.
they want to be there.
They don't want to be there.
Therefore, let's get this press release done at John Hope. Let's get everybody's faces there.
Yup.
And then we move.
Let's
from there.
do it.
Because at this point, I'm tired of people
Yes.
being held accountable.
Yes.
And we just keep going in circles.
Yes, we're
We don't
going
got
in
time for that.
circles. That's all we doing.
And we don't got time.
We don't got time for that.
We don't.
We're moving. If you ain't gonna step out, remember our shit. What was I saying? If you ain't in our way, step out our way.
Exactly.
You are step. Hey Benny, what is it? Step out our way.
That's right.
Let us save John Hope. If we don't need you people that's coming around for pictures and what do we call them, Stash? Them picture people. What we call them?
Perpetrator, poverty pimp.
Poverty pimps. That's what me and Stash call them. Poverty pimps. We done with that.
I like that.
All right, so Benny, I gotta go before this camera goes. You got something to say, Benny?
Real quick, I want to say it again. Thank you, everyone, and everyone in the comments. If you don't like and share nothing, please like and share this one.
Hell yeah, man, because this one's major. This gotta go to the whole city.
Yeah.
The whole city gotta get this one because when we and how could we set something up where we could because I know that everybody will come out.
We have a email. We have the Save John Hope email at gmail.com. You can email us. I can give my number and we can all contact each other.
Yes,
You know how it is.
Joe Buck, we need to set something up. We need to Stash. We need to set something up so we can get our community. This is how we're gonna see who cares.
We could share this on our
This
Facebook.
is how we're gonna see with all of them fake You guys are getting ready to vote for people. This is right now. We're gonna see if you get ready to vote for that person right now. Let's see if that person goes. Come on, let's go over there. Let me come over there and let me say.
There aren't a lot of races. There's 2 races in the city of Providence because of the fact that the sitting elected officials weren't challenged. So there is no voting per se now going on right now. So in other words, they don't need your vote right now. All they need is one, and that could be theirs in order to be elected.
Okay, well.
So there isn't a thing like we are a group that's going to come out and we're not going to vote for you. We're going to vote against you because we need you and you're not there. It's not that. It's not happening.
Nah, but we got memories. Fuck it.
Oh, no, that's
we got
good.
memories.
That's good.
We got memories. So all you mothers that you don't need us right now, you gonna need us when we got memories. We gonna track that shit down. This shit going in the books. So you don't gotta step up for us right now to save John Hope. But we got memories.
But remember this too.
Yes, we have.
And listen,
Oh, could y'all put them out there?
And the thing is too, you don't have to have a race. If you're elected, you can be stepping up too. You can be.
These are the people that's on the board of directors.
All right, these are the people that are out off the board. I don't care who they are. I don't know yous, but we gotta start fresh. I don't know yous. I'm just telling you right now, we have to start fresh. Step away from this board and let's get some new blood in there and let's get some new shit going on in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's what we got to do because right now you guys are taking money from the community. You're taking money from the kids. And look what's happening. Our vans are good. The building's good. Look what's happening.
No good.
You understand what I'm saying? Everything is no good. Yeah, no good. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, man. Everybody hit that like, share button. I need this to get to the city. And I will get back to you on this. I swear to God, I'm staying on this like a cockroach. I swear to God. And I'm holding people accountable. Joe Buck, I swear to God. Because I'm getting in. Sherry got my number. And she's going to keep me posted. Because I didn't know all this. Now, she's going to say, Trap, they're lying. Trap, they're lying. She hasn't lied to me yet.
Right,
So she's going to tell me.
This is the board.
Right.
Go ahead, read it off.
All right, so President Darrell Waldron, Secretary Taylor Lewis Grant,
Tilda, yep.
Vice President Sybil Braley, Director, how do you say that?
Asada.
Why you
Oh no, because I want to get to the Asada Tigri. We got the treasurer.
How you say that?
Yeah, the treasurer Larry Brown, who's been treasurer for a few as well. Directors Andrew Pereira, We got Robin Evans still here. Joseph Garnett, Harold Metz, Stephen Napoliano, which is a lawyer, and Charles Suggs.
Oh, I gotta call Mr. Metz. Now I know Mr. Metz personally. I go, man. He's the, huh?
Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
He will not meet with you.
Hold on. Say it one more
So
time.
these are the ones in the corporate. Everybody, these are public knowledge corporate reports. Everybody can look it up. The president right now is Darrell Waldron. Secretary is Tilda Lewis. Vice president is Sybil Bailey. Director Asada Tahiri. Treasurer Larry Brown. Andrew Pereira. Robin Evans. Joseph Garnett. Harold Metz. Stephen Napoliano and Charles Snow.
Hey man, from what I see on that list, them are the privileged people in my city. Hey, them are the people with money in my city. I just want to thank y'all. I said y'all peace.
I know. So why nobody talk to him yet?
We're gonna keep going on after this. Peace. I see y'all tomorrow.